I'm out here at the short course. Been working on it. I've added a section. I've rebuilt the bridge. So I'd like to show you my new construction method for the bridge and take you through the new section for a first crawl. Rocks. Love rocks. So I changed the approach to the ramp and the bridge. This is the section I've added. Did it with rocks. So I have a drainage coming through here. So I've kind of followed that. So it has a bend to the approach. Got lots of holes. This first section here is pretty much like a rubble pile. And up in here, got the tractor out. Got some big rocks. Get my height coming up to the approach to the ramp. So I've gotten rid of, I had bungee cords holding sticks sideways across here for traction, and did some siping on the boards. So this is a pretty steep approach here, probably pretty close to 45 degrees. So yeah, big rocks, lots of holes, and then my reconstruction of my bridge. Originally I did this with manila rope, which they use it in landscaping, and it's pretty much impervious to ultraviolet rays, but changes a lot with temperature, moisture. When it get wet, it would shrink actually, and as it dried out it would get longer and sag. And I had the spacing held on with the boards, between the boards, with knots. So obviously when the length would change, not only would I get sag, but the gapping between the boards, it would actually get so wide my tires would drop in and wedge and get stuck. But so I went with 3/16 coated. It's got like a plastic coating, galvanized cable with clamps, and bought some, I don't know what it is, 1/2-inch PVC pipe. Cut all these pieces and threaded them on the cable. You can see I have it anchored with a screw here, clamped, PVC sections, hold my spacing. And over on this side, this whole rail section, the weight of it, plus I have it pretty well just locked in right here, this notch in the rock, this angle up here cut to match the rock, and then same thing on this side, have it anchored with a screw and a clamp. So that's not pulling this up over the rock, the weight of the truck on the bridge. And the other thing, I had a cinder block here holding this down, and what I did is I drove in some treated stakes in the ground and screwed them to the base, because to hold the tension I need so I wouldn't have too steep of an approach up on the rock, the big rock, it would tip this forward. So it's locked in. The length should not change. Should be a much more stable construction of the bridge. So let's take it through the new section and up over the bridge for a first crawl. All right, what else but the TRX4 for a first crawl on the new section. Got a bend to follow, got some tipping and tilting on these rocks. So on up the approach, get in tight here, going up these big rocks. Get over to the right, get squared up on the approach to the ramp. GRX4 making the climb. You can see she's got pretty good traction with that siping here. Whoop! You get squared up to the bridge. Get a view from behind here. You can watch the articulation. See if this isn't too steep now where it's not climbable. Like a challenge, but needs to be climbable. Yeah, worked out really nice. This is actually a fairly challenging rail section with the twist that's in it both ways, going down or up. Keep it on the rail and deal with all the articulation. See if I can finish this. Keep it on the rail section. You can see how it kicks it quite strongly. Even coming down. Up is more challenging to make a clean crawl, but keeping this thing on the rails takes a little bit of technical driving. There's the twist to the right now, down in the bottom section. And we have a successful crawl through the rail section. Didn't quite get through the V where I wanted. And we'll exit straight away. Well, there you have it. First crawl on this line. Over the big rock, new bridge. I'm liking it. Like the mix of product through here. Add a little more interest, a little more challenge to the short course.